And so you're out of Lafayette, but you're coming here to Shreveport to help out. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, I have a love for people all over. So I did something in Shreveport about 2 weeks ago, and I met some amazing people. And I know that I have a lot of followers and a lot of support from people in the Shreveport area. So I know that it was time for me to get there. And so now I'm coming back this coming Sunday. And we just want to raise the awareness on the violence that have been in the city of Shreveport for so long with our young people, and I think that it's a hopeless generation. And I just want to try and bring hope to some that are hopeless.
And so you're teaming up with the Shreveport Volunteer Network. Tell me about that partnership.
That partnership came when I first initially came into the city a couple of weeks ago, and it was just a definite connection. Soon as I met them, my heart went out. We had kindred spirits. I think that they are on the same mission to bless the city, and I love the partnership because it's a lot of Caucasian people and my brother Keith. And I think that we need to see that more in our nation today. Black and whites unifying to do something to bring peace, awareness, love, joy, and more importantly, the love of God to a dying community, a dying generation, and a dying nation. And so the Shreveport Volunteers Network are amazing. I love them. That's my brothers and my sisters. And I think that they are doing a phenomenal job in Shreveport. So I just want to come tag along and help out as best as I can.
And so when you came a few weeks ago, did you partner with them to come up here, or is this your first time partnering with them?
This is my actual first time partnering with them. I was led, I was actually led. I actually came by way of another gentleman that does a lot of giving back into communities, which is from the Cajun Navy organization, United Cajun Navy. And he invited me to Shreveport a few weeks ago. And through him, I was able to meet the Shreveport Volunteer Network. So I thank him as well.
And so tell me a little bit about your message and how you want to help the community here.
I just believe what I show and what I display is a hands-on, up in their face reality of what's going on in our communities, especially our Black communities. But I also want to challenge corporate America, politicians, those that are in high seats, those that have positions, to help out those that are on the lower stat, of economics and all of these things that we are facing in such a troubled time. And so it's not just to raise awareness about the murder rate and so much crime, but also unify people. Because I think a lot of the crime activity and a lot of the hurt is coming from a pained people, a people full of pain, full of hurt, full of depression, full of stress, full of needing answers. And those that have answers and have the willing ability to be able to help out, but don't, I think that that's where our problem lies. So I think that the politicians have to also get into these dying and painful communities to show these people that, hey, we care. So that's basically what my whole message is geared around: unifying everybody, whites, blacks, Asians, Hispanics, business owners, ex felons, ex cons, drug gangbangers, and preachers. It's just basically about how can we cultivate a healthy society and a healthy community.
And how do you think we can cultivate a healthy society and community here in Shreveport? Because crime happens every day.
Yeah, well, I think that we have to start at the source. We have to find out, the reasoning behind so much of the crime, and how can we implement, something different for our youth to do. A lot of the crimes that are taking place are with young Black males, but you have to ask yourself, what is Shreveport giving them? What is the alternative? They want to make money, they want to have things. So, what is the alternative? Is there any programs? Is there any jobs that are willing to give a young Black male an opportunity to get back on his feet and into society? willing to do so. And if you don't have that, then now you have men, young women that are out there selling drugs, they're mad, they're angry, and they're killing one another. So we have to figure it out from the higher level as we work our way on down.
And tell me, you're doing this through your the funeral is canceled event. Tell me a little bit about that.
I'm sorry.
Tell me a little bit about the funeral is canceled. What is this
Oh,
event, and what will this look like?
the funeral is canceled will actually look like murder in the streets, murder mayhem. It will look like what is actually taking place. The funeral is canceled will have a depiction of those laying in the streets murdered, but it's also going to give a message of hope, redemption, and bettering our community, because the funeral is canceled is not just about crime, it is about a mindset. The funeral is canceled, is about those that have lost hope, on trying to achieve success, achieve their goals and their dreams. And so we want to wake them back up. If anything that have died because you have messed up, I want to give them a chance to know that they can do it again. They can start over. So the funeral is canceled. We're canceling the funeral on racism. We're canceling the funeral on poverty. We're canceling the funeral on hatred. We're canceling the funeral on black crime. We're canceling the funeral on police brutality towards our young black males.
Uh-oh.
The, all of these all of these different things here is what the funeral is canceled is basically geared around. It's way bigger than just gun violence and murder from one hand of a young black male to the next, or white cops. What it is corporate. It is America. It is what we live in today. It is everything that we are faced with. So that's what it's about.
And so, you said like it's gonna be a depiction. So, are you gonna have people like laid out on the street with like a
Yeah,
blood
yeah,
stain on their shirt, or?
nah, it's gonna be a mess. Like we actually bring in the whole scene, the yellow tape, all of these things. We're bringing everything. We're taping off a section where we are going to do it live and show you what it really looks like. We're gonna have, you know, people out there that are, I got actors, I have a whole crew. So it's going to be really big, it's going to be really phenomenal. And I think that all young kids, any single parents out there that's dealing with kids that are in the streets and you feel like they are in violence or are dealing with any type of violent activity, please bring them. You don't want to miss this. This will be such an impact to the whole city of Shreveport.
And so, do you travel around doing this? How long have you been doing this, and have you found that it works?
Oh, it works. It definitely works. I'm actually booked in several places. I've been doing this for over 10 years. I actually went to prison myself, so I can relate to a lot of the stories. I was in the streets myself. My story is similar to what we're seeing right now. And I just so happen to have never killed anybody, although I tried, and I never been killed, of course. And I've been shot at. I've been, people have tried to murder me as well. So I understand the mindset of these youth and these kids. But I've been doing this for over 10 years now, and I've traveled excessively throughout the United States, and I'm booked a whole lot right now with the funeral is canceled. I'm actually doing something tomorrow in Crowley. Of course, I'll be with you guys on Sunday. I'm doing Los Angeles on Monday. When I get back from Los Angeles, I have another Franklin. I have Alexandria. I have Tampa, Florida coming up. I have Houston. So yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty booked.
And this is the second time you've done this in Shreveport, though,
Yeah, this will be
correct?
the second time I did it in Shreveport, but I think that it's going to be on a much bigger magnitude and a much bigger level. So we are excited about Shreveport, and I also want them to know that we are also giving back. We're going to try my heart. We're going to try to give back to the community and see how we can, put some new things in place for those that are hurt.
Alrighty.